if you wear that stuff and you go rob a bank, right?
Yeah.
Or you do some crime, right?
Yeah.
And they got you on CCTV.
Yeah.
And then like zoom into their hand, like, look at this guy. There's like 7 fingers.
Oh,
this must be AI.
must be AI. Yo, welcome back to Shopped and Skewed. We're here once again.
New set.
New set.
As you can see.
New week, new set. You get tired of us, guys. I think we'll get to a point where we have one that we're happy with and we're set on.
Yeah.
But for now, continuous improvement. We're trying out things, so just bear with us for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my G.
You can leave feedback on the new.
You can leave feedback.
The new look.
Now you know exactly what the show is. We don't even have to say it anymore. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, first of all, before we get into anything else, I
Yeah.
just thought, okay, I've got 2 things we need to do.
Yeah.
First
okay.
of all,
okay.
we need to take a moment of silence for the IWD post
Yeah.
that Must posted. So we're just
Yo.
gonna observe a moment of silence.
Brief moment of silence. All right, cool. That's enough. That's all they're gonna get.
Secondly, we
Yeah.
need to upload the graphic design mob
Yeah.
on Twitter.
For like doing its thing. Like, okay, I was so shocked because I remember who mentioned this.
I think it was.
I think it was Thanks.
Yeah.
So Sagani mentioned this, and I think I saw it late.
Yeah.
I think you had already commented and stuff like that. So I saw it late. I saw it, and I went to the post. Now, because I had already been mentioned on it, it loaded. But then I tried to go to the comments, and I saw post deleted. I was like,
It
wait,
was
wait,
gone.
wait, what?
It was gone, bro.
Nah. I was there like, okay, someone approved this and like was like, oh, okay, let's see. Next. Oh, so you're gonna post all
All
like,
four.
all 4 of them? Yeah, all 4. Cool,
this
cool,
is-
cool.
this is
Perfect.
fire.
This is fire. Let's go. Let's get it.
There's no way.
Nah.
There's no way.
But then, dude, the pressure that comes with this holidays, bruh. This special days, bruh. Yo, it's I don't want no parts of it, bruh. Like I keep saying like this is my last year of doing these things.
Yeah.
But somehow they keep coming back, bruh.
They keep coming back.
And IWD was no different. I remember the one IWD that I did for this year, the client did pretty much what they did. The client did a shoot and they sent me pictures.
Yeah.
So like I had to use those, but they were good pictures.
There were fire ones.
Yeah, it worked
Yeah.
out. But yo, bro, I don't even know what the brief was.
'Cause-
And that one image, the one that set me off the most,
Yeah.
was that one with like the group. So first of all, besides even the graphic designer here, first of all, the photographer, whoever was taking the photo, took it from like this angle.
But it was a high angle.
It was a high angle. That's why you could see the people like the legs and everything.
Guys.
Everything showing. So it's a high angle. And then this hey, I was about to call him a name. This nigga just hit select subject. I think that's what it did because he lost some legs. If you notice, some
Didn't
legs,
even refine
some
it.
feet. Yeah, he didn't even refine it.
Hey.
Chopped it and like posted. Like I would love to know who this person is. If anyone has information as to the whereabouts of this individual, name them. Let's see them. Want to know who this person is.
Name and shame.
We're not here to criticize. We're here to help. If they need lessons, if they need some tips, whatever, they can hit us up. For real though. For real,
Or they could just watch some of
They
this.
could just watch some of the things. They can just, if they need resources, there's plenty of resources we could share. But that kind of atrocity shouldn't be.
It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't exist.
Dog.
It shouldn't exist at all.
Man.
I think that was your comment, yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
No. My comment.
What was it?
My comment was, we need designs like this,
Uh-huh.
so that when we're teaching kids, we're telling them, okay, so this is what you don't do.
This is a bad example.
This is a bad example. Like you need like just show. Okay, so this is the right way to do it, and then this is what you do not do. You never do it this way.
I say no, but like,
Yeah, but
and okay. Did you see? I need a wanga. Okay, they had the subjects there, the people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As that was not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, also duplicate that layer.
Yeah.
Whatever, same.
Hey.
Bro.
And those typos everywhere, bro.
There were typos too.
You couldn't have even noticed any typos because I think it was so bad that you wouldn't even. Because I think one person pointed. I think it was Z who pointed out that. Oh, do you see how they spelled inspire? They like missed it. And I'm like, bro, I didn't even get to that. I don't even know what the text said at all. I just looked at it and I was like,
I didn't read it either.
Yeah, but I think the problem goes down. Sorry to bring you back to that episode, but I feel like I look at their logo and I'm like, I'm not surprised here. Like,
right?
I'm not surprised.
I think actually, when you put it that way, if you look at their logo and you see the work that they're putting out, it's in tandem.
It's insane.
Yeah,
This is how it's supposed to.
Yeah, so maybe that's part of their brand guide.
maybe it is their brand. That's how it's supposed to look. That's the thing. But nah, bro. Yo, I saw that.
Bro, that is a prestigious institution.
It is.
It is one of prides in this country.
Yeah,
like, we're very prideful of that one. So, how do you sign off on something like that, especially knowing?
Okay, it's not like we're even asking for much, yet. Because I understand. The argument will probably be that, but those are the pictures they sent me. They sent them on WhatsApp. But a little more time. Another argument would be they sent me those pictures and they told me to. Most likely those were done the same day they posted.
Yeah, probably.
I've seen this before. Like usually that's what happens. Same day, it's like, okay, chop. We need to post this. Today's International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Let's find some women in the company that can like send their pictures. We have this picture we took as a group when we went to this other event.
Yeah.
You can just send that one too. They send that one too. It's on WhatsApp. It's like 47 KB. And the designer has to work with that.
Yeah, make do.
It's rough for a designer as well, but still, he just a little better. He should have tried a little better.
Yeah, I think what I would do from that, if I was given pictures like that, you know what I would do, like to run away from trying to over design the thing. Mm-hmm. Just put those faces in frames or something like that, bro.
Yeah,
and then you just concentrate on the actual typography or the message.
I'll most likely just do a collage.
Yeah.
Put in like maybe in like a heart or like an 8. Oh, by the way, I don't know who's responsible for that one. I think from obviously someone at CG. They did International Women's Day post for, I think it was FTH. It was. I was coming off of seeing the must one, and then I saw the CG one. It was like so refreshing to like see some that's well done. So yeah, shout out to whoever did that. And speaking of these things, these holidays and these days, just a week ago we had what's this day? Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Hey, Mother's Day, if you do not know, is a designer's worst nightmare. After John Chilembwe Day.
There's John Chilembwe. That's the worst one. And then we
John
have...
is the worst one. And then there's Mother's Day. Bro, Mother's Day is... And I saw some designs, my G.
Yeah?
I saw some designs and I was like, hey, man, what can we do? I remember someone saying that, okay, but... because I was trying to argue with the military thing. So we're like, okay, the military thing is the easier thing to do, yeah? Mm-hmm. But the matters in question, the ones that are commemorated on that particular day, are not the military
we're
ones.
Never the guys with the guns.
There were individuals, there were people like you and me, but they fought. So you see someone putting like, this is fighter jets, there's like there's fighter jets there's like so many different like C4 ammunition. It's like
claymores and
whatnot, bruh. It's like,
no.
It's like, no, this is not it, bruh. This is not it. But I understand that if clients still approve those ones, so I think for now it's like good to work with. But I think I remember just saying to someone that on days like this, if you have time, just come, like, try to research the day and come up with something that's maybe like a tangent, like to it. It doesn't necessarily have to be the actual thing or talking about the actual thing. But if it's okay, matters. What did they do? They fought for peace. Okay, let's illustrate peace in a different way. Let's illustrate love in a different way. So like you can have a Matters Day poster that's looking like it's talking about love and stuff like that. But in your copy, which is why we always say copy is also very, very extremely important.
It's paramount.
Because you can't leave it to just the designer to design and just have copy that's generic. Happy Matters Day, matters. No.
That's actually where the problem comes in, I think.
Yeah.
Because I remember first time I actually worked on one of those, yeah?
Yeah.
There was no brief into like there was no explanation into what Matters really is, right?
Yeah.
So what I did was like, okay, this is something I don't have a lot of information on.
Yeah.
So I just pasted that word into Google. So it gave me synonyms, right? So if you get like, if you put that on Google, the synonyms are like freedom fighter type stuff. So you lean into that freedom fighting thing.
Exactly.
And then that's where you end up with the helmets and the guns and that's where it starts from.
Yeah, that's where it starts from.
So I think so I think that's where it needs to, the copy needs to lead us away from.
These days, copy is everything. Design. Don't. I saw a post by Chris Doe.
The one and only.
The one and only Chris Doe. Bro, the day Chris Doe acknowledges me, bro.
He needs to. Yeah, he needs to. He just needs to. Just one tweet.
Dog.
One tweet.
So, like, he posted about, like, someone who designs logos provides value.
Yeah.
Someone who only does brand identity provides value. So he basically just laid out a couple of different things around branding that one person can do. So one person does this, the other person does this. So basically he was talking about being content as just offering one part of that, as in one element of the whole thing.
Yes.
Being okay and being comfortable and feeling like you've actually provided value. I think that's where we miss a lot, because we feel like, okay, someone should be able to do copy, or someone should also be able to do maybe the design work, or maybe if you're doing the design, you can't just do layout.
Yeah.
You have to manipulate the picture. You have to do. So you don't necessarily have to do all of these things.
True.
You can literally just do a simple layout. You don't need to crop out anything. Find a nice picture that speaks to what you're saying, place it, and place text there. You've done your design work.
Yeah.
But I think most of us as designers, we feel like we need to like go in.
We need to go hard.
We need to go
on each and every hour.
And it's the same thing that I think clients also like burden us with, because when you do something that simple, it's like,
is this worth the
design?
We need you to design this.
Not to put it. Your tools, we got text. Yeah, that's good enough as a design. It should be enough.
Honestly.
So most of these problems, we're putting ourselves in these situations because we feel the need to. Okay, you design the first draft. You're like, I haven't really designed much here. This is just the same brand guideline. I need to add fighter jets. What do we call it? F50. F50 fighter or
no? F50 is the car name.
F50 is the car. Yeah, there's that stealth bomber thingy.
Yeah.
The what?
But it's F something. Yeah.
RPG, man.
But so like what I'm getting from this is I'm gonna like the agencies here or just designers in general. Maybe we should try and adopt the pipeline kind of working, yeah? Because like the pipeline thing, I think it's very, it uses every person's strong point.
Yeah.
Right? So I think I've seen this a lot in I like checking out groups of like game studios and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So what they do at the game studios is this 3D artist will just do like textures.
Yeah.
This one is just doing environment.
Yeah,
this one is doing like even movies, I think they do that when they're doing like the CG thing, right?
Yeah.
So one person could just be in an agency, could just be okay. This person is really good with typography.
Yeah, and that's all they do.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
When someone starts off the artwork, maybe they've done some manipulation or whatnot.
Yeah.
They're done there. They're sending it through. The next person who gets it is a guy with the typography.
Yeah.
They do that. They finish it. They send it to someone who's gonna, put the last touch-ups on the thing. So maybe if we actually tried that,
it would work.
It would work proper.
It would work because it's kind of like the same thing we talked about in the previous episode about how I think you gave an example of how you and Half-Past work, where it's like one person does this, one person does the image and the arts and the painting, digital painting thing, and the other person is doing text and layout or like however you might arrange it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's an agency can afford to do that.
they can.
We can afford to do that. We can have one person that's okay. This person's strong point is this,
And they know.
let's work on this. But also, I think what happens usually in the agencies is how do I say it? How do I say this without still staying politically correct? Okay, I feel like the task of identifying people's strong points and assigning tasks based on that is it's not really just the creative director's task. It can also be linked to HR.
Yeah.
So I think for the bigger companies, what they do is the HR is in the loop, is like in constant communication with creative directors and like stuff like that.
The
So
HODs, yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of formulate the plan because the HOD is looking at putting stuff out. Some of these things, like those kind of assessments, might take time or might not be something that's directly linked to the business profitability and stuff wise and stuff like that. So I feel like it creates kind of like if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in most cases, you won't find anyone in an agency that's trying to push that kind of
For that
agenda, kind of agenda. Because I think the first times you're gonna do it, it's gonna slow things down heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily, it will.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time
It
to
will take
actually
some time to actually
see the
get
benefits.
used to do it and like see the benefits. So I feel like that's why people kind of avoid it. But if it's something that's an external person looking in, who also understands these strengths and these capabilities, it would actually you can even hire a consultant. I feel like hire someone who can
Honestly, you can
identify these things so that's their only job.
That's it. And then actually this is why I think if you've noticed, let's say one brand, like there's an agency that works on one brand.
Yeah.
Have you seen that even if they're working on the same brand guide, what?
Yeah.
But each artwork is different from the last.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it's different
different
people,
hands working on the thing.
No,
So,
you can tell a lot of companies, like you can tell that, okay, these are two different people that have done this.
But if we go and look at like a company like, well, let's just go with LG right now.
Yeah.
The artwork.
Shout out LG. We shout you out a lot.
A lot,
podcast,
yeah, they need to.
You better.
Yeah, facts. So like if you actually go and check each artwork, it looks like it was done by one person.
Exactly.
Even the videos,
even those animations and everything. Yeah,
everything looks
so
like
cohesive. It's like, but I think it's the same thing where they just, it's a pipeline thing. This person does this. This person adds the text. This does text animation. This person does 3D animation. It's that kind of like brings in the consistency, because at the end of the day, if you try to like, if one person is doing one thing, the other person is doing another artwork. Hey, bro. You have so many. Hey, and then brands look like they don't know what they're doing, right? Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, guys, why do you have all this? Everything is all over the place.
But I guess a lot of people here don't really care. I feel like it's like
who, the consumer?
The brands themselves.
Like the brands
themselves. They don't,
unfortunately,
they don't give 2 on 1. It's like
Hey man,
hey man, at least it's okay.
Let's just put it out. Let's just put it out. We needed this by yesterday.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. We needed this yesterday. So like, let's just put it out. Case in point, the must thing. Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Speaking of like brands here,
yeah,
there's something I've been thinking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I was to start my like an agency,
yeah,
right? I think what's missing out here is an agency that doesn't take itself seriously, like a very playful, oriented type of design studio.
Yeah.
You know that type of thing.
Yeah, I know the type. Yeah,
there's like maybe you like concentrate on creating brands that have a lot of illustration in them. Like you get that kind of thing, yeah.
Just reminded me of this this guy I follow on Instagram. His he runs like a small agency as well, but his whole thing is like the extremely, like if crossing the line is here, he's like right here. Like he's gonna cross the line where it's like it's either people are either gonna love it or it's
hate
gonna
it.
piss some people off a lot. I just forgotten his name, but if I do find him, I'll try and like link it and post some of the things. But he also focuses on like the playful things. It's a really lot of cool stuff. I'll try and find it. But yeah, I get that from that point where it's like it's not too serious. Yeah.
Like you wanna like, for example, here, bro. If you look at brands like, for example, Migos, the confection, is it what?
Yeah.
The sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call it
spot.
that. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it that.
Fire.
But Migos, bro, if you look at it, that place needs to be like way more playful than it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit too. Yeah,
it's just standard.
It's just presenting information, basically.
Yeah, it needs to be playful because, yo, bro, it's sugar there.
Yeah, bro.
You need to get like, you need to feel the sugar rush from their artworks.
Just seeing the artworks and stuff like that.
So we have a lot of places like that. Even the
videos they do, because the videos they do, I've seen a few videos, but they were just someone walks into the store, or someone is having the cake, or someone is having, like, it's like, okay, all right, cool,
we're eating.
I mean, we're eating. We know exactly what's going on. So you're just telling us again, but we already knew this was happening. But they're not really selling a feeling as you would get from like Coca-Cola or actually, speaking of, someone just highlighted that Red Bull is actually energy drink company. But Red Bull owns an entire F1 team. Red Bull does like stunts, like you've seen the Red Bull stunts.
Extreme sports.
Like extreme sports.
Yeah.
All this is leaning into the main thing, which is selling energy drinks, because everything they work on, every other thing that they do apart from the actual drink is adrenaline type stuff.
Just
it's adrenaline. It's like skydiving. It's like the F1 thing. It's
exactly.
Like, so they're not selling you, okay, this is Red Bull, drink it. They're not showing a girl drinking Red Bull. Like there's
no ways.
They're trying to sell the idea of it. I remember reading. I think I saw some video. Someone was talking about that kind of marketing where the Red Bull itself, it's not really.
It's nowhere to be seen.
It's not really a great tasting thing. It's not a it's not a Fanta. That was the example they used. It's not a Fanta. It's not like nice tasting.
Yeah.
But they're using that non-nice tastingness to their advantage, where it's like, okay, let's forget the taste. Yeah. We put this in a small can. The small can isn't just small for no reason. Dragon is like in a big ass can. All the other energy drinks you score, they're huge. But what they do is they put it in a small can to make you feel like, okay, just a little can like this. It's packing a huge punch.
Yeah.
So like all of it is like in the
tied into the whole thing.
Like tied into the whole thing of like adrenaline, and that's how they sell drinks.
I actually noticed their socials. Their socials don't have like any.
No,
they don't have their bottle on there.
You can literally scroll through social media page
you won't
for
find.
Red Bull. There's no bottle at
There's
any
no bottle.
point.
It's just events.
There's just events. The Formula One. They did like they have like they built like this drone, like it's the fastest drone ever. Like it can go 380 kilometers.
Oh
an
yeah,
hour.
the new one.
Yeah, the new. Like it's just stuff like that. It's just like energy and adrenaline. And like that's how they're selling basically an energy drink.
Bro, that's branding.
It is.
That's branding.
It is. And just those are the kind of directions we need to be going.
Facts. Just a feeling. Sell the feeling.
Sell the
double
feeling,
down
Chris.
on the feeling,
Double down
bro.
on the feeling and not the thing itself.
Nah, because
as you're saying, like you need to feel a sugar rush. Seeing an Amigos ad, you need to feel a sugar rush. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the cake or you seeing someone eating cake or the cake and on its own. It's just the feeling that should make you want to associate yourself with the brand and like go there because you expect whatever feeling you're seeing in the ad, you expect to get the same kind of feeling when you go there.
When you actually go get the thing.
Exactly. So,
yeah,
we should. I think these are the areas that we need to like really be looking into and like instead of just and it's down to us. Yeah, it's basically down to us to like start with because as I think I might have said like some episodes back, might have been the first episode actually that I feel like we have an advantage as designers that we do a lot of research. So if you expect someone to start this kind of movement, it probably won't happen. Shout out to like the team. Shout out to like people like, for example, Andy. Big shout out to Andy. He did the, what was this for Standard Bank? Where he basically put Cairo in Victoria Avenue.
Oh yeah, that was an amazing ad.
Stuff like that did not come from marketing or the brand or
client service.
No, these are ideas that were generated within the creative department and then sold to the client service and then sold to the marketing departments and then eventually sold to the brand itself as the umbrella. So it's literally down to us. We can push for these approaches.
These types of things. We can push
for these approaches. But I think what we usually miss is the research aspect and having like a little fact-based kind of presentation, yeah? Because when you just say things or when you try to argue, I've noticed that arguing with client service or marketing doesn't really help.
Yeah?
It doesn't really help because you can have a good idea, but once they feel like their back's against the wall, they'll turn it down even though it's a good thing. So the good approach, you're gonna have to take the high road, yeah? Is it the high road or who takes the high road? The better person?
I actually don't know. I've never taken the high road. It's always greedy.
Yeah, but look at a situation like this where you have a good idea, but it's new and no one has ever done it. If you start arguing with your client service person about it, that, okay, no, we should try this, and you haven't actually presented anything, it'll get shot down instantly.
So, okay, so you need the data to back up.
So now you don't work as a designer, just a graphic designer. You work as you kind of jump all these people and create a presentation of sorts. Present your idea. Do a proper presentation. Like, I mean a proper presentation. Okay, this is what we're trying to do. This will work because A, B, C, D. This is how we're going to brand it. This is how we're going to present it visually. It's going to look like this. Because that document, these people that receive that document will see it and will understand what you're going for. But then if you just tell this idea to like some random client service person at your office, but they're gonna shut it down.
Yeah, I ain't got time for this.
Even if you're a freelancer, it's the same thing. You have to present the entire idea. You have to present it. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Walk them through it.
Walk them through it. Basically, this is what we're doing. This is because I think a handicap that we have mostly is we expect people to understand. People don't understand.
Yeah, they can't visualize.
People don't visualize. People do not want to visualize. They do not want to understand. Yeah, for real. Like,
bro, like actually, there's a condition. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about this condition, bro? No. It's aphantasia or something like that.
Yeah.
Apparently, okay, right now, right? You're a creative person.
Yeah.
if I tell you, think about an apple.
Yeah.
Do you see it in your head?
Yeah.
You can see it, yeah?
Yeah, I can see
fully.
it. Yeah, fully.
Proper. Okay, so it's a spectrum, right? There are some people who can see the apple in 3D. In 3D, everything is there.
Yeah.
And then, as we're going to the right, there are some people who just gonna see the shape, maybe a silhouette.
Yeah.
Silhouette, yeah. And then, to the right, they're just gonna see like a faint, maybe line type of thing.
Yeah.
And then there's people who can't see it at all. At all. If they think about something, they don't see it. They can't see it. So I think we take that for granted as creative people, that we can actually visualize the things we're talking about.
And when you're speaking, it's like you get so frustrated when you're explaining something like that to a person and they don't get it. It's like,
they're just...
Are you intentionally just trying to like mess with my mind right now?
What is this?
What is this, bro? This is a simple ass concept. You should be able to get this. But yeah, so just assume everyone has Fantasia.
Fantasia. We will research and then we'll do some research.
Let's just assume everybody has it, bro. Let's just assume. But yeah, I think generally that's the best way to get our ideas across is to not present them like designers, but kind of present them as the brand, or speak to it like you're part of the brand, or maybe in marketing or somewhere. The same way a marketing person would present to their boss. Try to like be at that level and present it, not maybe with all the details and the nitty-gritties, but just present it in a way that you're able to walk people through your design ideas, and trust you excel, you will succeed.
Yeah, and people will most likely want to work with you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Anyway, news.
This just in.
Like, actually, it's been in. There's this thing called, I'm pretty sure all of you have seen it by now, but if you haven't, I'll like load up a video here. There's this thing by OPENAI called SORA. This is video. It's pretty much what's this? ChatGPT 4, the paid one, or the other one. What's the other AI thing? Midjourney. Yeah.
For images. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is for video. So, like, people have been trying to do AI video. I think the first AI video that blew up, you saw the Will Smith.
The Will Smith.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Cringe, bro.
That was cringe.
Yo.
But it's been a year, and these people, unlike us, they're out there working hard, working their asses off for this to work. And now they have kind of like perfected the art of like doing videos and doing fully AI videos. And it is insane, bro. It is insane. It's worrying. I think this is the only time I've seen something and I've actually been worried
about your job.
Not really about my job, but worried about existence. It's like, what's real anymore? Like,
about what's the implications now?
Exactly. Because if someone can do a video of me looking like me walking through a street filled with people, the camera is moving with me. The camera is clearly on some kind of gimbal. It's moving. It's stabilized and everything.
Yeah,
shadows are being casted, and like there's like reflections. Ray tracing. There's all of that stuff going on. There's reflections and stuff like that.
Bro, isn't that wild?
It's all computer generated, bruh.
Just adding on to that, apparently, like bank robbers and shit have found a device, like an extra, like it's a ring.
Yeah.
But it's a finger. Like when you put it here, like you have an extra finger here. So this guy is apparently, the premise is, if you wear that stuff and you go rob a bank, right?
Yeah.
Or you do some crime, right?
Yeah.
And they got you on CCTV.
Yeah.
And then like zoom into their hand, like, look at this guy. There's like 7 fingers. This must be AI.
Lawyers are gonna have a field day with that one, bro. Nah, but it's just it's crazy. It's crazy that it's gotten to this.
I saw the video of the guy on the cloud. You seen that?
Oh yeah, there was a video of a guy on the cloud. And okay, you think maybe these people will launch this thing and just use like white people, yeah? Because for some reason it might seem like white people are easier to like generate. No offense to anybody. But dude, there's like black people, there's like Asians, there was this one video of this guy who looked like old. He looked old and depressed. Like you could tell like his mood from like his face, because his face is it's wrinkly, but not video game wrinkly. Yeah, it's like, okay, this is an actual person.
Oh,
Which is the crazy bit, because it's not like video game, because video game content they've tried, like FIFA has tried to like perfect graphics and all of that,
but it's still there.
But you still see it, and you're like, okay, this is 3D, this is a video game. But this is, I don't know how they're even doing this thing, but it's actual people looking like actual people and in video.
Nah, that's wild.
My only fear is like in a year, let's just give him 5 years, because all of this has happened within a year or two. Let's just give him 5 years. What will happen then? And who stands to benefit? Someone actually asked this question that, okay, let's say you create an AI YouTuber. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a whole YouTuber.
Doesn't exist.
Putting up useful information out there, but it's not a real person. It's like AI generated. So at the end of the day, if you can do this with AI, it's only a matter of time until the AI is now able to do the whole process on its own. Yeah. Where AI now is creating AI videos. It's creating AI, like it'll get to that point soon.
We're getting to the singularity, bro. Just gonna existential dread right now. Anyway,
on that note, I think it's time for us to end. Big shout out. Okay, before we close, big shout out to Swisher, who came through last week. That was our first guest, and we had a
swell time.
It was a swell time. It was a great episode. So much insight. Like even the response and the comments were like, bruh, like, how do you get a guest who's this insightful? Like, but it was good. Shout out to him. Shout out to all of you for subscribing. Shout out to all of you for watching. We're almost at like 200 subs now, which is crazy. We even say it when
this is great.
Just two little boys here from Atlanta, like just chatting it up.
Just rambling.
But we're glad you guys are here, and we will see you again
on the next one.
Peace
out.